Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Check It Out, the library talk show that lets you know what's happening in and around the Bethel Park Public Library. We're your hosts, Elaine Volpe
and Christine McIntosh, and it's good to see you virtually. Governor Wolf, as you know, moved Allegheny County to the yellow phase of the COVID-19 plan beginning Friday, May 15th. So what's that mean for the library? Well, during the yellow phase, the library will be acquiring the appropriate personal protective equipment, including plexiglass, like those sneeze shields, at our service points, as well as making sure we have enough hand sanitizer, masks, and gloves for our staff. In addition, staff will be reconfiguring our furniture and our computers to comply with social distancing recommendations. However, the library will not be able to provide any public services until Allegheny County moves to the green phase of that plan. So at this time, please keep any library materials at home. We're not yet equipped or permitted to accept returned items. Late fees are not charged while the library is closed, but if you have a need for reference or research assistance, you can visit www.powerlibrary.org and chat with a librarian online. Summer reading for adults and summer learning programs for youth will begin as virtual programs and will transition to in-person when permitted and appropriate, and Elaine will tell you more about that. We do have virtual programs for youth that we host regularly on Facebook. You can check our Facebook or YouTube. We do post into YouTube as well.
I know we have a lot of followers on Instagram as well, but you can't post videos. I found this out. You can't post videos to Instagram. So if you're not on Facebook, definitely, get an account and like and follow us on Facebook. But they also will go on our YouTube channel.
Correct.
And BPTV is also airing a lot of them at their regularly scheduled times.
Yeah. So the staff and I miss you all very much, and we understand your frustration at not being able to visit the library to borrow materials or to come to our award-winning programs. We're frustrated as well, but we're required to follow the guidelines of the governor, the Department of Education, because public libraries in Pennsylvania are under the Department of Education, and also the guidance of the Office of Commonwealth Libraries. And we'll see you soon. We'll see you soon in person, but in the meantime, you can check us out in all our different channels. So.
Sounds good. Yeah, just to echo Christine's thought, we do miss you. I know my whole department, the children's staff, misses you guys. But we do look forward to seeing you soon, and we are getting ready to see you soon. We promise that we are working hard behind the scenes. And like Christine mentioned, until we can see you again in person, we're going to offer you the same top quality programs that we always have. It's just going to be done virtually. So plans are in place as we speak to get those done, and we will get those details out to you very, very soon. So.
And also too, I know we're not open, but we have a couple new DVD releases for June, so check these out.
The last I heard, free speech still exists.
Don't First Amendment me.
It wasn't real.
Everybody get out of here!
We were joking.
There's been a killing spree. You gotta come here right now.
You actually believed we were hunting human beings for sport. But you are.
We have an opportunity here to teach these people. These are not real people. They're actors.
I'm playing an Arab refugee, but I identify as white. I think that's problematic too, in some way.
You wanted it to be real, so you decided it was.
Ça fait des années que je rêve de faire ça. Mourir. Courir.
Vous allez devoir la peindre sans qu'elle le sache. Elle pense que vous êtes une compagne de promenade pour quelques jours.
Que savez-vous de mon futur mariage?
Rien.
C'est tout ce que j'en sais aussi. Quand allez-vous vous marier?
Je ne sais pas si je vais me marier.
C'est parce que vous pouvez choisir que vous ne me comprenez pas. Je vous comprends. Quand vous êtes embarrassé, vous mordez vos lèvres. Vraiment. Quand vous êtes troublé, vous respirez par la bouche. Combien de temps restez-vous? Je ne sais pas. J'ai un nouveau sentiment. Le regret. Quel en est le titre? Portrait de la jeune fille en feu.
So even though we're not open to watch them, put that on your wish list for when we do open, and you can borrow those DVDs or any of the many, many classics that we have here.
There you
So
go.
that's what I have.
Yeah, so talking about those details for our summer learning program coming out, we actually devised a commercial recently. So watch this commercial and then we'll come back and kind of just talk about a few more things that we have going on this summer. Welcome to Name That Story, the library's hottest new game show, where we give the clues and you name the story. Today's contestants are some of our very own. We have Miss Nancy and Miss Kristen from the Children's Department, and joining them is our library director, Miss Christine. Will the children's folk have an advantage? We're about to find out. Let's meet them before we get started. Kristen, let's start with you. We know you've been at the library for 6 years now, I believe.
Yeah, about that.
And we know that you and your boys love to travel. Where's your favorite spot to vacation?
We're hoping to go back again this summer as Acadia National Park in Bar Harbor, Maine.
Very good things. Wonderful. Well, thanks for joining us today and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Nancy, our knitting ninja. Nancy loves to knit. I want to know, have you been working on anything during this quarantine, Nancy?
I have not. We got a new puppy and we've been busy trying to train the puppy.
And what's the puppy's name?
Winston.
Winston. That's right. Well, good luck to you, Nancy. Thank you for joining us. Christine, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing great. I am very confident. You know, I was a children's librarian before I became the director, so.
This is true. This is true. Well, good luck to you. Let's go ahead and get started. Just a reminder to our viewers at home, you will be privy to the visual clue as well as the audio clue, but our contestants today will only be hearing the audio one. Contestants, you can go ahead and put your blindfolds on now, please. You will each get 4 questions, 30 seconds to answer that question, and the time starts once I begin reading. We will alternate turns, and in the event of a tie, I will draw from my stumper stack, and the first one to shout out the answer will win. What will you win, they ask? That remains to be seen. All right, Kristen, are you ready?
Yes.
Here is the first clue. A biscuit runs away and is chased by lots of people and animals. He tries to cross a river with the help of a sneaky fox. Name that story.
The Gingerbread Man?
The Gingerbread Man is correct. 1 point for Kristen. Great job. Over to you, Nancy. A boy finds a magical lamp with a genie inside. Name that story.
Aladdin?
Aladdin is correct. 1 point for Nancy. Well done. Christine.
Yes.
A girl leaves a prince's palace at midnight, but leaves behind her shoe. Name that story.
Cinderella.
Cinderella is correct, and we are tied after round 1. Each of you gaining a point. Congratulations. We're going to move right along to round number 2. Miss Kristen.
Yeah.
A witch casts a spell on a man and turns him into a monster. He's in a castle and eventually falls in love with a very pretty girl. Name that story.
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast is correct. Another point for Kristen. Over to you, Miss Nancy. When some swines leave home, they decide to build their own houses, but a wolf pays them a visit. Name that story.
The Three Little Pigs.
The Three Little Pigs is correct. Nancy with another point on the board. All right, Christine.
Yes.
3 hungry animals want some grass to eat, so they decide to cross over a bridge. Name that story.
3 Billy Goats Gruff.
You got it. Ding, 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 ding. All right, and we are still tied after round 2, each of you having 2 points. Miss Kristen, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
A little girl visits her grandmother who looks rather different. She seems to have furry ears, big eyes, and a long nose. Name that story.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Is correct. Very good. Nancy, you're up.
Okay.
Here's your clue. A brother and sister get lost in the woods and are enticed by a gingerbread house. Name that story.
Hansel and Gretel.
Correct. All right, Christine, to keep the tie here, you need to get this one correct. Here
All
you
right.
go.
Christine, no pressure.
A little girl gets a special cooking pot and it makes lots and lots of oatmeal. Name that story.
Goldilocks and the 3 Bears?
Which is probably what a lot of our friends at home might have said with the whole bowl of porridge, but that's actually incorrect. The correct answer is the magic porridge pot. Have you heard of it?
I have not.
Okay, so the score at the end of round 3 is 3-2, with Nancy and Kristen each having 3 and Christine having 2. Here is our final round. Kristen.
Yes.
When not paid for luring rats out of town, he lures children away instead. Name that story.
The Pied Piper?
Is correct. Congratulations, Kristen. You got all 4 of your points correct. Let's go over to Nancy, see if she can keep her streak going. Nancy, an amphibian retrieves a golden ball from a well for a young royalty. Name that story.
The Frog Prince.
Is correct. Nancy with 4 points. So we will have a tie here. Christine, I'm going to go ahead and give you your last question anyway, just to see if you could get it.
Okay.
An old man plants a root vegetable, but can't pull it up himself because it grows so big. Name that story.
Jack and the Beanstalk?
Another really good guess, but it is incorrect. This is the story of the Great Big Turnip.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Maybe not as popular, but still considered a classic. All right, thanks for playing, Christine. We're going to go ahead, though, and do our tiebreaker round for Kristen and Nancy. I have to draw from my stumper stack. So let me just see here. Okay, are you ready? Again, it's the first one to shout out the correct answer. Friends at home, I don't have a visual clue for you either, so you're all on this audio only. Good luck. Here's your clue. Bubble, bubble, pasta pot, boil me some pasta nice and hot. I'm hungry and it's time to sup. Boil me some pasta to fill me up.
Strigonona.
Is correct. Congratulations to Miss Nancy. You may take off your blindfolds. Congratulations. Christine and Kristen, we do have some nice parting gifts for you behind stage. Thank you again for joining us. We do appreciate it. Nancy, please select envelope 1, envelope 2, or envelope number 3.
I'm going to go with 3.
Lucky number 3. Let's find out where she's going. As a reminder to our viewers at home, lucky winners of Name That Story get to take a trip to a all-expense paid trip to a fantasy land. Which one will it be? Nancy is going to Valeria. Friendly fairies flit, frisky frogs flip, and a feast fills the fields for forever. not a bad prize, right, Nancy?
Sounds fantastic. Thank you.
We hope you enjoy it. We hope you enjoy that with your family this summer. Thanks again for playing. Thanks all of you at home for playing. We're going to leave you tonight with a commercial about Summer Learning 2020. So pay close attention, and we'll see you next time. So the game show was fun to film, and I have to give you props for helping us out with that.
Well, I always love to do it, but I got the hardest ones.
You definitely did, and I want you to know that was random. I had all of the cards just mixed up, but you definitely got the two hardest in the pile.
I tried.
Wonder
It
how
was
our
fun.
friends at home fared on that. There were a couple stumpers, but maybe you got most of them. So yeah, thank you for helping us out with that. Imagine Your Story is the theme. So we have classes that kind of revolve around that theme, and then we have some classes that don't, that are just our normal classes. All the details will be provided to you if you sign up on Event Keeper. We will email you and get those details to you. Now for the classes that don't require registration, so those are our early literacy classes, our summer reading kickoff. We just want to remind you again to like and follow us on Facebook, because we'll put a lot of the information on there and we'll post the videos on there. And then you can also check us out again on our YouTube channel. For those classes though, such as Preschool Power, where the kids come in, or when they're here, they're making a craft, or Little Hands, where the majority of that class is making the craft, you'll need some supplies. So because we are not yet open to the public, you can't pick your supplies up here, but we do have to-go bags, your craft supplies ready to go, in a little bag that you can pick up at EV True Value Hardware. Thanks to our friend Andy, who's also one of our library board members. We appreciate you and we thank you for that. He will have the bags there just ready for pickup. So stop in and say hi to Andy. That's again at EV True Value Hardware. So yeah, that's the kids. Now that covers birth through 6th grade, but then we also run a separate teen summer reading program. And here's a commercial to enlighten you about that. It is Missy Lane saying hello to you from our brand new teen lounge. We debuted this space right after the holidays, so it hasn't been open for very long. Some of you may not have had a chance to check it out in person, and with this pandemic, I know you haven't been in here recently, but it is our hope that within the next few weeks, you will be able to come in and use the space. It is designed for you, and we want you to use it as often as possible. This is your safe space, and we want it to become your happy place. So I'm here to talk to you today about summer reading, which will indeed happen, even if it looks a little bit differently this year. We 100% plan on moving forward with our plan, which is the exact same plan we used last year. We thought it worked well, and we're going to give it a go again. Summer reading for you works very simply. You are going to read a book, come in to tell us what you read, and claim a scratch-off ticket. Our foil stickers aren't on here yet, but if you could see right here in this spot is where you're going to scratch. It's going to say you are either an instant winner or you are an instant loser. But fear not, even losers have a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. Loser tickets will be placed into a bucket. From that bucket in August, we're going to draw one lucky winner or one lucky loser. If you are an instant winner, you might be wondering what indeed you will win. I have my little treasure chest here. This is going to change weekly, but we're starting you off with some goodies that you could choose from. We have these fun little stress balls that I find are very handy. Awesome motivational bracelets, those rubber bracelets that you can collect. We have some candy bars in here. I fell in love with this unicorn mug. So if you're a coffee drinker or a hot chocolate drinker, you might choose this mug. In the bottom here, we also have some coupons to Texas Roadhouse if you're a fan of that restaurant. So every week it's going to change, but it's always going to be loaded with goodies. That's what you get to pick from if you are an instant winner. All of our books are located upstairs. This is where you just come to read your book, hang out, meet a friend, chill with a cup of coffee. But all of our books are upstairs still. We have a wide array of books in all different genres for you to select from. We actually have Miss Sarah here today to tell you about 2 recent young adult books that she read and happened to love. So Miss Sarah.
Hi everyone. So I know sometimes it's hard to concentrate with everything going on right now, but I found that books have been a wonderful escape. I read 2 that I want to share with you. The first one is 3 Things I Know Are True by Betty Culley. And this book, I wasn't sure if I would like it initially because it is written in verse, but it is a very quick read, and it's a read that's a little bit easier if you're struggling to concentrate right now. But it's a very powerful book. It's about 3 things, as the title says, but in a multiple different ways. So 3 friends that are struggling, and they play a game called 3 Things I Know Are True. So they have to share 3 facts that are absolutely true. Now, the struggle going on is unfortunately something that I think is touching us right now in the current climate with gun violence. So if you want to explore a little bit more about how a tragedy that sometimes we hear about on the news deeply impacts a family personally, this is a good book for you. So like I said, 3 Things I Know That Are True by Betty Culley. Another book that I read is more of an escape for this summer, The Other Side of Loss. So I love to hike, but I've never done a huge hiking trail. This book is about the John Muir Trail, which is out in California. And every time she mentions a part of this trail, I had to stop and Google what it looked like because I was so interested. I don't know if I'll ever get to California, but I like to hike down here in the Montour Trail. Not quite the views that you will see when you Google it, but it's a great read if you like the outdoors. This is about 2 cousins. One of them unfortunately passes away and the other cousins finished the hike in her memory. So it's all about finding yourself, understanding that life isn't as perfect as we always maybe put on social media, and the struggle that sometimes you find when you just sit with yourself and explore the choices you made, why you made them. And it's a thought-provoking read, but like I said, the scenery, the views that they talk about will take you away if you need an escape this summer. So 2 great books, The Other Side of Loss by Jessie Kirby and 3 Things I Know Are True by Betty Culley.
So again, we hope in a few weeks you're able to come in and choose some of these books that we have upstairs available to you. But if you don't want to leave your home, or if you're not yet comfortable going out, or you just can't get to the library, I want to remind you another way to find available books, and that's through our Libby app. Some of you may have ordered books before through Amazon. You can pay for ebooks through Barnes & Noble. I know some people who use Audible, but I want to show you a way to access these ebooks without making a purchase. Libby is a free app. I know you all have phones, and if you don't, this works on an iPad too, or even your home computer if it's a desktop. But you go to your app store. For me, it is right, where is my app store? Here. You all know how to do this, I know. If I were to type in Libby in the search bar, I just want to show you how quickly it comes up. It's usually the first or second option here. Libby looks like a little girl. You can see her head peeking out over the book. I already have the app installed, so I would click open. You, of course, would just click get. It's not going to ask you for information because, again, you're not paying for it. I'm going to open the Libby app and just show you how easy this is. I'm going to click down here on library and then the search, and you can search for any title. Let's do The Hunger Games. I know that's an old one, but it's one of my favorites. You can see all the titles are available. You would click on borrow. That's where it's going to prompt you for your handy dandy library card number, and then voila, it'll automatically be downloaded to your phone. You can begin reading, and it'll automatically go away after 3 weeks. That's the part I love, so you don't have to worry about those late fees, right, or returning the book. It's going to automatically disappear from your phone. If by chance you choose a book that is not available, the same way you would do it in person, you can place a hold on a book by just simply pressing place hold and again typing in your library barcode. So it's that simple, and I hope you guys will use Libby, download it for free, and at least give it a try. All right, so that's reading. Let's talk about some of the programs that we have going on for you. Again, even if we're able to meet in person, which we are hoping we are, we might not be able to hold classes because we won't be able to gather in large groups. So some of these programs may end up being held virtually, but they will still happen. And one of the ones I wanted to talk to you about today is duct tape dandelions, which Miss Dawn will be doing for us. These are the dandelions. I just think they're adorable. They're all made out of duct tape. You can use whatever color you'd like. She used the pipe cleaners or the chenille stems for the stems, and then to make it sturdier so they can actually fit in a vase, she put them in a clear straw, plastic straw. So these are duct tape dandelions, and I believe these are hyacinths. And there's different kinds of flowers that you can make, and Miss Dawn will be demonstrating more than one design for you. And she will be doing that likely over Zoom. So register for this class as you normally would, and then she'll get in touch regarding details. We're also offering teen trivia, psychic arts, if you're into like palm reading and tarot cards and that type of thing. We are having our annual teen lock-in, but what's going to happen at the end of the summer. It'll be the same as always with pizza and food and games and prizes and a scavenger hunt. Miss Sarah will be doing candy sushi. If you've never done that before, it's pretty cool. So if you don't like real sushi, like me, you can definitely try out the candy sushi, which in my opinion is a lot better. And what else do we have going on? Outdoor art, movie making, and a lot of fun classes. Our flyer is now up and available online, so I encourage you to go to our website, bethelparklibrary.org, click on the Teen tab, and then find this flyer. Again, you can register for all the classes as you normally would through our Event Keeper calendar, and we'll be in touch regarding class details. Thanks everyone, we look so forward to seeing you soon. Happy end of the school year. I hope you guys all finish strong, and we will see you this summer. So teens is always a little bit different because we call it summer learning for the K through 6 kids, but it's summer reading for the teens because really that's all we're asking them to do, just because we find that that works best. You read a book on your own, you come tell us what you read. So we're calling it summer reading for you guys. It's simple as can be. They'll get those scratch off tickets and claim a prize and have a shot at that $100 Amazon gift card. So we look forward to seeing all of you again soon. And
as always,
until then, you know what to do. If you'd like any more information on any of the things that we talked about on today's show, you can't call us yet because we're not answering the phones.
Correct.
But you can visit our website, and as soon as we open our doors, we encourage you to stop in and see us in person. So take care, everybody, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye.